All right, so now we're going to be looking at handling independent promises. So basically things that are not dependent on the result of a different promise. Okay, so let's take a look at the provided code. We have these 4 functions. Great, if you like to look at it, I don't really care. Okay, declare asynchronous function, async function serve dinner. And I like to show both ways of doing it. They're basically the same thing. They handle the this property differently, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I have an issue with this because why do I have all 4 of these as separate things? Whatever. All right. Oh. It's called promise. Why am I awaiting? These are the results of the promise. That's kind of a dumb naming convention. Oh. It wants me to wait like this. That is so dumb. I do not like that in the slightest. What's wrong with this? That's exactly what I just did. Oh. It wants an and there. Good for you. Okay. Awesome. Great. So the problem with this is it's awaiting each one sequentially. So it's awaiting this promise, and then 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 it's logging into the console. This is not a good way to handle the independent promises. And I really hope, yeah, there we are. So this is what we should be doing. Await promise to all. So I think we're going to do the exact same thing, but using promise to all. And I'm going to guess that it's going to use, please don't make us do that. Yes, we are. God dang it. Okay. Great, I get it. Okay, steamed broccoli. right? Next, log the string in the format. Okay, I don't like this, so I'm just gonna do A, B, C, D. So I pull the values out. Okay. And then A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, and D. And then, okay, check work. I am. Oh my god. Okay, let's see what it wants me to do. Look at this garbage. Look at this. This is literally doing the same thing. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to replace with solution. This sucks. I'm going to run that. Actually, I'm going to Control Z this. Show you that it does the same thing. Look, does the same thing. Isn't that crazy? It's almost as if I know how to write code better than Codecademy, because this stupid thing. Okay, look at how garbage this code is. So I have food array. It's using a let. It's not organizing this properly. In addition, we're using this food array 0, food array 1, food array 2. But I could just do this. Isn't this so much nicer? I mean, come on. This is just dumb. Okay. All right. So this, I hate this so much. Anyway. Okay. So we have learned a lot about promises and how asynchronous and synchronous code works, how to use await and async in order to handle these things. And that's pretty much it. So I'm actually going to demonstrate one other thing about promise to all. So say I have another reason to use promise to all. I'm going to kind of do this. So I'm not going to use that. Const main equals, I have it async. So it's kind of the same thing as like doing for let push. I can't really demonstrate it. I can't really think of an idea to how to demonstrate it. Basically, if you're using a for loop and you're iterating through each of your things and running some code, and it needs to be asynchronous, and you have some sort of asynchronous code, and you do await inside of a for loop, it's going to await each individual iteration of that loop, and it's going to take however long that's going the asynchronous code takes times however many loops. Whereas if you do the same thing but run it in promise to all, it's just significantly better. And using array.map instead of for let, or if you don't need it to this isn't generally good practice because it's not true functional programming, but const main equals async. Okay, and I have like 4 const the like value of array. Okay, and I have my const r equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I run some sort of asynchronous code, and you handle it asynchronously from this, so like it's not even here. I do like sleep 5 milliseconds dot then do this, and then I like change rv equals hello world. like this is generally not good practice, but you can do this. And changing the state of something outside of the scope of your function. I mean, this isn't even changing the scope. Actually, no, this kind of is. This is changing the scope out, or changing the state of something that is outside of this scope. This isn't really good practice because it's doing this asynchronously, and you don't know which one's going to happen first, and it's just not great. But you could theoretically do this instead of like r const new r equals await promise dot map value, and make sure this is asynchronous value hello world. Okay, and sorry, promise to all r dot map value async, and make sure this is async await sleep 5 return hello world. I mean, you can do that and it will work, and it's just a better way to do a loop with asynchronous code using promise to all, excuse me, an array.map, because this map function will return a promise which will resolve with hello world after 5 milliseconds. So this promise to all will then run, and it should take a little bit more than 5 milliseconds instead of 25 milliseconds, or sorry, 30 milliseconds. So for like if you're using a if you're doing some sort of loop, it's asynchronous, use .map and promise to all. It'll be faster. If you try to make it synchronous, you can make really bad code that will be just very performant intensive. Like, sorry, it'll be a cost. It's just not going to be efficient, and it's just not going to be good. And you'll see it. If you do it, you'll see it. So, yeah, promises.